You feel me? Just like UPS, I'm your daily carrier. Hello. I wouldn't pay to see Rihanna. You're hilarious. I'm sorry, Rihanna. For those that are tuning in, we are going backwards to the second half of this. We did an amazing teaching about money and markets, and then we did Rihanna and Beyonce. So now we're gonna tune in because we're recording again. We're gonna tune in to what's happening for the rest of the week. So let's see. First of all, let's just clear it out. Okay, for the rest of the week, I like to come down here and I like to use the aspects just to see what's the major component. But because I already written it down and you don't have to worry about it because I did my homework, is what's today, y'all? Today's the 27th. Okay. The first thing that's going to happen is Mercury is going to conjoin Jupiter. I don't know if you already see it, but Mercury is the little brother. Jupiter is the older brother, father figure having a conversation, speaking to your mentor. A Jupiterian person and a Mercurial person having a conversation. Let's see. What else does that mean? It is a feel-good transit. You'll feel perfect. You'll be thinking big, not small, bitch. Sorry. Anyways, let's see. Favorable for business. We was just talking about markets and the money. Shout out to that. So if you're here for the rest of the week, let's do that. Hang on. Before we get there, let me show you for the rest of the week. The moon calendar. Shout out to that. What's today? What's today, y'all? The 27th? Okay, so Tuesday, the moon is gonna be in Cancer. Sorry. And then Friday will be into Leo. So the whole week it'll be very Cancerian energy. So that'll be the introduction of Mars going into Cancer, being proactive. So that's Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. If you wanted to know what Mars and Cancer is going to feel like, baby, pay attention. So that is for tomorrow, Wednesday, and Thursday. Repeating it again because I know some people are slow. What does that mean? From the full moon, the new moon, sorry, I messed up. There was a new moon in Aries. I know that says Pisces, but don't get distracted. Please don't. Okay, so that is 4 signs away. So that's the home, the family. Let's check that out. Hang on. Let's see. What else we got over here? Let's see. That might be projects. Like I said, if you go listen to the Mars and Cancer transit, I don't got time to repeat it again. I don't want to repeat the same thing all over again because I will get bored, bitches. So the big hitter is that Mercury and Jupiter is going to be together. This is good for planning for trips. This is for balancing a communication, seeing the bigger picture, new ideas, different perspective, good organizational abilities, favorable for teaching, learning new things, higher ideals, stronger sense of justice, overlooking the small details. And we just talked about it. The details is where it's at, kid. The details is where it's at, my seeds. So that's, I'm sorry. You know I'm talking shit. Anyways, what else is happening on the... this is helping people that are born at night. A couple planets go invisible. Those are things that you won't know, but I know. Don't trip. That's okay. Nothing's wrong with that. That just means that Jupiter will be rising before the sun. And Mercury and Jupiter will rise before the sun, which means that Jupiter and Mercury will be at dawn at the highest point, and then the sun goes after. That's what that means when things go invisible. Blah blah blah. There's a message in the details. So do not look over the details, y'all, because that is what's gonna happen the 28th of March. What is that day? That is gonna be Tuesday. Don't look over details. Pay attention, ho. All right. What else? On the 30th, what day is that? Which is Thursday. So what do we have? 2 eventful days. We have Tuesday and Thursday, Mars Day and Jupiter Day. Sorry. Okay, this is great for those that are born at night. Shout out to us. Finally, God on our side, or somebody, Lucifer. Sorry. Anyways, I'm sorry. Okay, Mars will trine Saturn. Let me show you how that looks. Let me show you because I know you're visual creatures. We're all visual creatures. Let's go to the 30th. El 30. Look, that's going to be Mercury and Jupiter literally on a Virgo degree, y'all. The details are in the bigger picture is where the detail is at. You feel me? Don't let that go over your head. We out here spitting shit, you heard? The devil's in the details. Shout out. That is so true. call. You is so right. Let me tell you, because that is what Lucifer is, the morning star. And that is, oh my God, I love it. Thank you. What is the 30th? Okay, the 30th. What is the 30th? That's what that looks like. So Mars is going to be at 2 degrees, which is a powerful degree. The people in charge, you heard? The noble family. The powerful family. That throat, those with the throat shot. I'm sorry. I get caught up with the word throat. Okay. Mars will be trining Saturn on Thursday. Okay. Which is successful actions at your job, great planning for long term. Your actions leave lasting, stable results. That throat, I'm trying to tell you. Good cooperation, working in a team, my friend, working with a project, building something, bitch, laying down that means construction is about to happen on your block, on your nearest neighborhood. I'm sorry, y'all. That, you feel me? That throat. Just wanted to let you know that, because that's the second 2 degrees is the throat, y'all. So if your throat hurt, just let it know. It's okay. Anyways, this is good for discipline. You know, if you've been trying to be consistent on something, shout out to you, my friend. This is a great day to do it. It'll last for a long time. Okay, strong moral compass, whatever that is. Do the right thing, like Spike Lee when this happens. You heard? Sorry, in the comments they doing a lot. It's a lot, baby. I'm trying to tell you. I know what if your throat hurt, listen. Good for endurance training. Who's trying to lift weights on Thursday? Who's gonna lift weights with me on Thursday? We out to do that. Shout out to that. You feel me? This will help. Like I said, it's easier. People are not gonna be as so much trying to give you advice. This is less advice, more doing. You feel me? Stop that talking. Do the more doing. That's what I'm giving. That's what it's giving to me. And then Venus will conjoin Uranus as well that day. So also keep that in mind. This is a great day for Cancer, Scorpios, and Pisces. On Thursday, if you are a water sign, positive childhood memory. Sorry. Somebody said you having throat like that sent me to a strong positive childhood memory. Sorry. Woo, child, my bad. Okay, anyways, on that same day, on Thursday, this is a great day. If you are a Cancer, Pisces, El Fish, El Scorpio, this is a great day for you, my friend. Thursday, we going to the doctor? What we doing? What are you doing? You going to the DMV? What are you doing on Thursday? You signing a paperwork? You're meeting with the feds? Are you talking to the government? Talk to me on Thursday if you do. Anyways, Venus conjoining Uranus Thursday may be a day where unexpected great surprises. You know, maybe you meet somebody, you hang out with a friend, you feel spicy, you're getting horny. I don't know. Are you horny? Are they horny? Everybody's horny? Everybody's horny. That's Thursday, so let me know if somebody gets horny. Thursday, signing that contract. Okay, shout out to that. Giving freedom to your partner that day. Go hang out with your friends. That's a fact. This is Venus and Uranus. Go hang out with your friends. Change your appearance. Do your hair, because that shit looking crazy. Get that bag. You feel me? Opportunity to meet somebody. This is an opportunity to meet somebody who's a power player. You heard? Anybody you meet on Thursday is that bitch. And I'm telling you that. I'm sorry. Okay. On the negative sides, though, these are unstable emotions. So on Thursdays, be careful for people becoming a little spicy. I want to say the fire signs. I don't know, but this is like a horny day. I just want to let you know. Some days, I don't know. Some days it's giving like it's not. Picking up the keys on the 1st. Okay, I'm a Cancer rising with a Pisces midhaven. Picking up my keys on the 1st. Heard? All right, then. We moving. That's what we doing on Thursday. Somebody's getting the keys to their house. That's what you playing. That's a fact. Okay, and then what else? Sudden impulsive desire to change your look, your surroundings, stressful communication with women. Sometimes be careful, girls could get on your nerves on that day. And then what else? Yeah, then Mercury will be heading into Taurus. Where the hell Mercury's gonna be in Taurus a couple days after that? Wait, what? Yep. And that'll be on Mary and all the you know what's funny? When Mercury goes into Taurus, people play this like quiet game. I don't know why. I don't understand. Feel me? They changed my work location again today, my first day. Cancer rising, Saturn and Pisces. They changed my work location. Shout out to that. Look at that. Now you got to pretend to care again. We just, okay, for those that, we're going to save this. It's going to be on YouTube. I'm going to put this in the beginning. Then what you hear after that is how to read your chart monthly. So I talk about the Aries house in our chart. And how that's affecting for you the entire month of April. Now March, look, in March 30th, the sun will be at 9 degrees. That's why when people tell me, when I be like, yo, what day is today? I be like, the sun is at 9 degrees, Aries. I don't really care about the Gregorian calendar. I don't get fooled by the man anymore. You do. I don't. This will be going on YouTube, so shout out to that. But anyways, before we leave, I know I keep saying I'm leaving, but I just wanted to show you the PA. If you're in Philadelphia, I will be doing a live on this. Maybe I'll talk about this on TikTok, and I'll save it. I will be doing a live on TikTok on Wednesday. I will be doing a live on TikTok on, you feel me? So yeah, we'll talk about Philly. I meant to talk about Philly, but hello, we fucked the sign that I put up there. And I was gonna talk about Germany because they're rioting. And I was gonna talk about New York. But anyways, go look at the news, anybody. Germany's rioting. Okay, we could start a riot. Today's gonna be a great live. Today's gonna be a great live. Thank you for tuning in. We just started. Live started at 10:34. The sun is at 6 degrees. The moon is at 19 degrees, which is a Libra degree. I just don't mind me telling you. First of all, I'm in New York. This is for time zone New York, East Coast. Sometimes it can change if you're in a different area. It may mean a different degree, baby, but I'm not breaking all that down. We're breaking down where I'm at because this is, hello. Where I'm at is where safety's at. Hello. Look at another Virgo degree. See, everybody's afraid of stuff like this. Everybody hates this degree and is afraid of this degree, but this degree is not that bad. Virgo things are not always bad. It's pending karma. So it's up to you what you've been doing with your life. It's not me, baby. You hate Virgos because they bring you to the job that you're supposed to be at. If you don't like Virgo energy, it's because you don't like to work. You don't like to finally clean up. You don't like to finally get to what you're supposed to do. You feel me? So this is air. And mind you, the energy's in Aries, so everybody's going to be on some like, I'm going to do it my way because it's the right way, Aries way. So that's the tea. Don't be afraid of this. This is awesome. I love me a good Virgo. Look, we're getting down to the bottom in the nitty gritty, to be quite honest. I have a Virgo degree, to be honest. And this is the reason why I, my friend, stick out from the bunch. Because no one's doing the work. Everybody talking the work, but nobody's doing the work. That's a fact. That is what those degrees is about. So that is the highlight of the month. Technically, the sun is the focus of like the whole week, if you want to like put it in that sense, the whole month, whatever you want to put. This is the theme you want to follow for the whole month. So your Aries house, we're all working on our Aries house. Like right now, this is my Aries house. I'm publicly showing you that I'm the right one. Hello. Are we in Italy? Shout out to G. G, I can't say your name. If you're new here, I speak 2 languages. And then, yeah, so shout out to me. And then look, just DM me. I got you. I will answer my DMs. Okay. And also reading a lot of my posts. I give it a little away. I kind of tell you a lot of things. Look for your big 3, your sun, moon, and rising. And the 2 things. So sorry, I had to talk about me because, hello. But this is an Aries thing. So in your houses, look at what you have Aries or how far away Aries is away from you. So like if you're a Taurus, this is your 12th house. If you're a Gemini, your 11th. If you're a Cancer, it's your 10th house. If you're a Leo, it's your 9th house. If you're a Virgo, it's your 8th house. If you are a Libra, it's your 7th house. If you're a Scorpio, it's your 6th. If you're a Sag, it's your 5th. Capricorn is your 4th. Aquarius is your 3rd. And Pisces is your 2nd. Aries, you are just number 1. You're used to being that anyways. So what does that mean? The sun is positioned in this area of your life for that entire month. You don't realize it, but the stars fuck you. You don't notice that because you're getting fucked. That's what it is. So a lot of you are already doing whatever that house is about. What does that mean? Well, I suggest you learn the houses. That's the first thing I always tell you, houses. Houses and astrology. Um, look, let's see. I'm always constant looking at the houses. There's no need. You can always learn something new. Look, you go in here and you find one of these pictures online. Even these are the generic. This is the up and up version. You feel me? So that's the problem. You want luxury like information, but you don't pay luxury prices for this information. Some of us do. You know what I mean? So hang on. Why am I going over there? Okay, let's see. Here we go. Something. Come on now. All right. So if you look, these are the 12 houses. And I just spoke about the sun being focused in one area of life for you. So what is that sun? Think about it. No, and think about it whole signs. And don't even have to be, if you don't know the houses, count. Let's say you counting. Let's say you are a Gemini, right? You're going to count Gemini. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, sorry, y'all. Okay, hang on. We was trying to make it nice. 5. So 5, 6, 7, 8, right? 9, 10, 11. That's how you're supposed to count it. You count it with your fingers. You can even count it. You don't even need to look at a chart. You can count it with your fingers. I'm a Taurus, bet. Where's Aries? Well, the Aries is the sign right before me. So that means they're in my 12th house, right? If I'm a Cancer, I'm going to count Cancer, Leo, Virgo, but literally count it out loud, because that's the only way you're going to really learn your thing, right? So, okay, hang on. Okay, so, sorry, let's zoom out a little bit, because that's what was going on. I was like, why did it look like this? Okay, so you want to count the area of life where the sun is currently to you. That is what you're supposed to do. The sun is about 6 houses away, or 6 signs away from me, 6 constellations away from me, right? I'm a Libra, so Aries is 7 signs away from me. 7 places the sun is away from me. I'm a Libra sun. I'm a Cancer rising. The sun is 10 houses away from me. You feel me? This is what you're supposed to be doing. You're supposed to be counting it. You're supposed to be utilizing the tool, not just sitting there obsessing about astrology and not using it. You're just reading it and still getting fucked. I'm gonna be honest, if you want me to tell you the truth. That's the tea. So now that you know what area house you're in, guess what that means? And I can tell you right away. Libras, they're the only ones having relationship situations this month. They're the only ones signing contracts this month, because they're Libra. They're 7 signs away. All Libra placements are interacting with people one-on-one. They're signing contracts. They're meeting up with new people. That's what Libras are doing. They might get a new job. Why? Because Jupiter and the sun are 7 signs away from Libra. I'm just telling you. If you're a if you're a Scorpio, that's 6 signs away from you. You gotta count it. Scorpio, right, is 1. Sag is 2. Capricorn is 3. Aquarius is 4. Pisces is 5, and Aries is 6. 6 signs away from you. What does that mean? Well, they're going to do something with their health, fitness, systems, analytical natures, with their pets, their work habits, the organization. They're going to try to get organized. The sense of usefulness, getting a service, giving service, fixing something, their health, right? That's what you need to work, right? Figuring out their daily work habits. Think about it. All Scorpios are going to do one of these 6. They need to get away. They have anxiety. The 6th house also gives anxiety. The 6th house is pending karma. How they deal with the processing information. Literally, the 6th house is the house of processing the information. So this literally, if you're ever thinking about somebody and you're like, damn, this person is not really smart, how did you handle it like that? Like, you could have handled it a totally different way. You want to think about what's in their 6th house. Like, damn, what's in your 6th house that you can't process the information and act accordingly? 6th house. Why you can't finish your work? 6th house. This is what's going on to your sixth house and the ruler of your sixth house that makes you not get shit done. Why are you not getting, oh, I procrastinate a lot. Okay, what's in your sixth house? What's going on? What transit do? How can you utilize the energy? First of all, I'm a sun in Libra. I had Neptune in my sixth house for a little while. I'm doing just fine. You know what I mean? Think about what you're doing that it's in your, that you're wasting your time or you feel like you're not getting shit done. Aries, right? So for instance, if you're a Pisces, Aries is one sign away from you, which is forward clockwise, because once the ending happens, it starts all over again, right? It's you've been, me and you've been on this planet for however many years you've been on here. You count the days. March season happens and then April right after, literally the ending and then the beginning. So second house, let's find out. Second house, money, work, again, income, daily routines. Okay, values. Why is that? If you notice, the second house away from your sixth house trine each other. They work together. The second and the 10th and the 6th all work together. So if you want to build something, you want to get a career, you got to do the work and apply to get the money in order for you to eat. Okay? Like, really, in order for you to eat food and get money, you have to work and apply to jobs. That's what that means. So it really does show what you value. Look, this is another chart. Look what they talk about: material possessions, priorities, habits. That is true. Why? Because the second house, sex house, the 12th house, which is your subconscious mind. So you're subconsciously doing habits that affect your work ethic. I don't know about you, but I saw that. I don't know about you. And if I show you the signs, let's show you the signs. That's why you're like, oh, but my sixth house, and then this is why I tell you to use whole signs. Let's back out. Let's do it. Let's use our handy dandy. If I'm lying, right? Everything that I'm saying should work. Right? So if you have Gemini, right, the second house, it would always be Cancer. No matter what you tell me, Gemini season has the second month away is going to be Cancer season, July, no matter what you tell me. And then guess what happens? This is a water sign that trines the other water sign, 6th house, that trines the other water sign, 10th house. With trine, right? And then Taurus is a 30-degree angle away from Cancer, which is a sextile. They work together, which is actually happening right now. Mars, look at that. So via your subconscious habits, what you do, this is your brain, this is your mind. Gemini rules the logic side of our brain. Because it's a logic side of our brain, right? We're trying to understand and value emotions. We're trying to find value to emotions, Cancer. Okay? So, okay, if you're a Pisces rising, you just turned down, somebody in the comments said, they're a Pisces rising and she just turned down a job offer. Also, I'm reading this out loud because we're recording for YouTube. Anyway, so this is the subconscious, right? So the subconscious mind, let's put it together. Let's go back. Houses. What did we just learn? Hang on. Let's put them like right here so that way I don't have to jump around. Okay. So we just learned that the second house, right, trines the 6th house and the 10th house. That's how they work. Literally. So then when you read this here, it makes sense, right? So, yeah, finally, right? So then going to, somebody says Mars out of Gemini or moon signs. Cheryl, shout out to that. That is a fact. Okay, thank God. The 12th house is a subconscious mind, our limiting beliefs. Sextiles, our second house of value system. So that means whatever transit may be going on in your life can be affecting your money because it's happening to you subconsciously. Let me show you that again in the charts. So if you look at it in the charts, the 12th house, no matter what's in there, forget the signs that are in there. Look at the sign. Forget the planets that are in there. These are the signs. So we got Taurus works fine with Cancer. Why is that? Because the moon, Cancer rules the moon, right? The moon is the symbol and it rules the sign of Cancer, is exalted in the sign of Taurus. That's how that works. So that's why they sextile each other. They work together. This is water energy works fine with earth energy. It makes mud. We're using that. Feel me? So, what are you doing subconsciously that is allowing you not to get to your bag? I'm not understanding. How are you not getting to your bag? What is distract? This is some of the questions. I'm procrastinating a lot. So what's going on in your planet? So when you look at your 6th house, you're gonna have planets here, yes. But remember that you have to look at a transit chart, which I do not have open. But that is fine. Maybe I could just fucked up. It's over. Okay. This is, so when you look at your chart, right? I'm just putting any chart. It doesn't matter. I'm just pulling up any chart. When you look at your chart, you're gonna get all this sloppiness. I know you can't read that. That's why I always tell you, until you're able to get understanding of houses, you gotta read them together like this. Look, simple, right? So when you look at stuff, you're gonna be like, what's going on here? So these are the transiting planets. When you look at it, you're like, okay, so what's going on? If I keep procrastinating a lot, that's my 6th house. What is going on in my 6th house that's making me procrastinate a lot? What's transiting my 6th house that was making me waste so much time? And what is the ruler of my 6th house? And I'm like, okay, it's whatever it is. So you're going to look at the sign. So the ruler of the house is the sign. So you're going to look for the sign, and you're going to be like, okay, what's happening to that planet that's making me procrastinate and waste so much time? Okay? You know, so that, don't worry about the planets in here. Focus on the transit outside, because you're gonna, just real quick, you know, just to understand, okay, that's Neptune in the 6th house. You can Google these things. By the way, you can Google these things. So if Saturn is in, somebody said, what happens if you have Saturn in the 12th house? Well, you have 12 houses: endings, healings, closures, spirituality, being in solitude, facing karma, old age, that's important, afterlife, what's hidden, limiting beliefs, the subconscious mind, the creative house. It is a creative house. Something that you create comes from the 4th house. Why is it a creative house? Well, because something you create, something that you got from within you, 4th house, something that you kept thinking about, something that brings you emotion, you can create something with it, okay, in another world, in a closure, in another, it's somewhere else. You know, this is the other, what's hidden, limiting. This is the 12th house, is like just like the internet, technology. It's a hidden world, right? The 12th house will always trine the 8th house, which talks about research. It's not in this list, but I know it because I've been studying houses for a long time. The 8th house is research. The 8th house is your clients. The 8th house is resources from other people, right? Yes, this is gonna be uploaded to YouTube, okay? Does that mean friends can make me procrastinate? That's a good question. Somebody in the comments said, and I'm only recording daily. Somebody in the comments said, my 6th house is empty, but the ruler is in the 11th house. Does that mean my friends make me procrastinating? I want to say yes, but you're the only one living your life. Confirm that to us. Do you think that when you hang out with friends, do you miss out on other opportunities? Have you did you almost get to work late one time because you want to hang out with your friends? What is, talk to us, tell us. You're the one that knows. You're the one that's living it. That's a great question and analysis. You did it, as the 11th house could be the internet as well. Maybe you waste a lot of time on the internet. Right. That's why Venus in the 8th house is amazing for clients, especially if it's transiting. Yes. It depends if your Venus rules your 2nd house. Because what happens if you are like this person, they have Capricorn. There's not Capricorn season is not all the time. And they have 8th house placements. Geminis, for instance, Geminis have a Saturn ruled 8th house, which means only when Saturn moves, they get resources from other people. No. There's a moon opposition in the second house, which has, guess what? New moons and full moons affect a Gemini Mercurial person. Whenever the full moon or there's a new moon, it affects the markets. Okay, Mercury, the weather, the transit, it affects. Why? Because when the moon and the sun do new moon, and whenever the new moon, right, and the full moons happen, the water on earth also shifts, right? So that also changes the markets in the water industry. That's how deep that goes. You see how deep Mercury is? The markets, all types of markets. That's why I tell you, it doesn't matter. You can find gold, you can still find money in the 12th house by selling products. 12th house. The 12th house is hidden markets. So if you're trying to get into a market and you don't know where to go and you have a lot of 12th house placement, a hidden market would be selling products. To second house Taurus, tangible material goods can be sold on the 12th house. Get it? I hope that didn't go over your head. There's so much knowledge here. Just, you don't like Gemini risings, but honestly, every time you meet a Gemini moon, sun, rising, is because you are about to enter a new market. I hope that didn't go over your head. You feel me? I have somebody in the comments says 6th house, Uranus and Neptune. I'm sorry, oh, I went away. I work at a gym, health and fitness, work habits, etc. And I can see the spontaneous type of work I do. Exactly. Good job. Thank you so much. Truly, Jessica. You are amazing. Let's see what else we have. The 6th house, Sun, Neptune, Uranus. Neptune's right here. Look, Miss Radiant Vibras. Look at Truly Jessica, how she broke that down. Think about, it's not that hard. Let's break that down. You already worked your jobs. You feel me? What kind of jobs do you do? Radiant Vibras. I guarantee you, with Neptune and Uranus and the and Sun, you probably was a waitress at one point. You worked with kids, or you were the hostess because the sun was there. It's really not that hard. Uranus rules people. Uranus is groups of people. Hostesses, right? Sun, host, sits, so the sun is the host, right? Uranus is the people, and Neptune is the setting. Where's Neptune? Neptune is the setting where they get drunk or eat or overindulge in food. That's not, I don't even need to know the rest of your chart. I don't. I know. Exactly. Put it slow down. Break it apart. You're thinking too hard. Slow down and break it apart. Sun is the host. Literally, is it her 6th house? I don't even need to know the rest. I don't need to know your sign. I don't need to know your degree. I don't need to know a goddamn thing. Why? You just told me. The sun is next to the Neptunes and the Uranus. You show, the sun show light people to a Neptune place. It's really not that hard. Is now a good time to get a servicing job? Yeah, you can. You can get a service job. Taurus currently is making an opposite. Well, not right now. Damn, I'm sorry, not that. That's like the exact hour. But yes, you could definitely get it. Yes, you can. Venus is in Taurus. Taurus rules food. Okay. There's been shifts in planets. We have big shifts. Now that Saturn is in 2 degrees of food. Literally, the Time Lord is at 2 degrees. Taurus things. Jewelry. You feel me? Food. Family. Taurus things, being in the head, the manager, the one in charge. Taurus, the one it is. Honestly, they oppose Scorpio things. They're gonna be in charge somehow. That's a fact. Anyways, Gemini rising, appreciated the knowledge. It's really not that hard. That's why Rihanna does amazing with her products. Sun in the 12th house. Exactly. Correct the mundo. That is why her internet world, Rihanna. Let's talk about that. Thank you. Oh my God, you're so cute. I love you, Miss Lady. The Miss First Lady. Hello. Let's look at this real quick, guys. Let's look at, so there's been this, you seen that how Rihanna's products make it real far. That's a good, we were supposed to look at the news, but I remember I was supposed to look at Rihanna's chart. Let's see. Let's look at Rihanna real quick. Rihanna. Okay. Look, so Rihanna, I got distracted already, is, so notice, look, Rihanna has it in the sun in the 11th, Placidus, in Mercury in the 11th, Placidus, and also whole signs. Okay, so what does that mean? Well, notice how her product selling does well online. Now, hear me out before we even get there. What is a business? Remember, everything's a business for them. So that's their 7th house off rip. That's their 7th house. So for instance, Rihanna sells clothes just like Beyonce. Rihanna has Venus in Aries. Let me show you Beyonce's chart, because we got to show you Beyonce's chart. I gotta show you Beyonce. She gotta show them side by side. That way you can see it. So Rihanna's products sell. We buy them. Okay? But Rihanna, look, Rihanna has a weak Venus. Venus is clothes. Venus is anything like Venusian. Love. Not love, really. Like really intermediate with partner. Like really having sex, honestly. Venus is the planet of sex. For those that didn't know, it makes more sense. Yeah, we all thought it's Mars. Mars is the sexual organs. But in Vedic astrology, Venus makes sense. Because Venus is the ruler of the 8th and the 1st, and you kind of need liquids in order for you to revive. In order for you, if you're dying, you need liquids to relive. So in order for you to be here, you need sperm and egg. And anyways, long story short, Venus rules clothes, Venusian things, right? It's in its fall. Venus doesn't like Aries, so you would think, right? Now, mind you, Venus is the ruler of her 7th house. This is Placidus and also whole signs. If you count it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No matter what lines, all this other lines and the positions of the lines are your social. Okay? During Libra season opposing the 8th, I was constantly going to the morgue at work. The 8th house. That's an 8th house place. Right? This kind of so think about it like this. So her Venus rules her 7th house. Great. That's the same business. Let's look at Beyonce. Venus is in Libra. Now her 7th house is ruled by Mars. So she looks good. Beyonce looks amazing. We could give her that all day. But the ruler of her 7th house is Mars, and Mars is in Leo 1 degree. Here's the problem. She is the product, and I want to shout out to Ricardo because he's given me this. Shout out to Ricardo if you're in the chat or if you ever hear this later. He dropped it in the DMs. It's true. Mars is the ruler of the sun. Excuse me, Leo. Excuse me. So sorry. The sun, the symbol, the planet sun, is the ruler of Leo energy, which in this case, her business is affected by her sun over here in the 12th house. The problem is her sun is in Virgo. This is a karmic cycle. This is a karmic situation. Let's look at Rihanna. Rihanna's 7th house is Libra, right? Which is Venus in the 1st. Because Rihanna wears her clothes and we see her what she wears, we bought her shit. Because her shit is fly. And it's next to the moon. We like her type of clothes, her streetwear. Her moon is something that she created. The moon is the ruler of the 4th. Look at this. Cancer rules the 4th house, something she created, and is in the 1st house. She wears her clothes. We like her clothes when she wears them. On the other hand, we don't like Beyonce's clothes. The moon, yes, the moon is ruled by this, but we don't like the clothes that she made for like track wear and like she's doing streetwear. We don't like that because that's like a karmic cycle. Only caviar people, because Virgo is caviar energy. Okay, that means that they had a karmic past. She's always been famous. Beyonce was famous this life, last life, the life before that. She's always been famous. That's what Virgos deal with. You used to be famous. You used to be very well known. So now you have to deal with your arrogance. But the thing about it is, it's to you is not arrogance, because you're now being more morally constructive. Now you're being more integral. Virgos. But you were famous in the past life, especially the sun in Virgo. That's the thing. So it's a caviar taste. It's only for groups of people. She should really do, and it's funny because I saw this on TikTok. TikTok is a Virgo place. Funny. TikTok is an entire stellium of Virgo. Somebody said it on TikTok, and they said Beyonce should do a clothing line for her, like her stage wear, like the shit that she wears on stage. And that's because she has the moon and Uranus. So a group of people would buy that just for the performance, which is a Leo thing. Like they would buy her like her dance wear. You know? So I hope that makes sense and it didn't go over your head. But I'm going to save that part anyways. We're saving that. And that is why Beyonce streetwear, like that's why Beyonce's products don't be hidden. She should be making products specific to a specific group of people. You feel me? She just do it to a specific group, not everyone. The performance line, yeah, I thought that was the best idea. I was like, yeah, that might work because people would buy Beyonce's performance shit. I would love to dance wear, yeah. That's the tea. So that's the difference. That's why we like Rihanna stuff. Rihanna could give us the bare minimum underwear. Literally, she just gives us underwear, which is true. She literally gives us, look, this is Venus, ruled by it. So her 7th house is her business, is ruled by Venus. Venus is in Aries. Mars is in Sagittarius, because again, Mars rules Aries energy. So the ruler of this Venus really comes from this Mars. And Mars is in Sag. And look, Jupiter is back. Jupiter, the ruler of Sag, is in the 1st house, which is also the ruler of the 12th house. 12th house rules bedding, things to go to bed wear, you know, your sleep attire, literally what you do in your bed. Duh. You know, high end. That's why Beyonce has a new line with Balmain. Yes, she should do it to specific groups of people. Maybe the high end might work for her. Yeah, you right, Miss Lady. It's true. Somebody in the comments, I'm saving this, you may need to contract her more. No, I'm gonna have to, literally, because I'm out here giving her some shit. You feel me? Makes sense. The Balmain, I can't say that because, you know, I don't got it yet, baby. I don't got that in my closet. But Balmain. It's a powerful clothing line stuff. It's a powerful one. You feel me? High end, like her. People pay for that high end concert price because it's an experience. She gives you an experience, which is in the moment, which is a 12th house thing. Mutable energy. They're very good in the moment. They're very good at giving you an experience. That's what mutables are about. So that's Sag, Virgo, Pisces, and Geminis. They're the best people in the moment. That's why when we go to her performances, we live her moment, because first of all, she has a Leo placement. Leos is the best performers, right? And then she can literally make a group of people just like be in awe, which is what happens. She gives you a moment. She lays down that scene. Now Rihanna don't do that. Rihanna can't. I don't really like Rihanna's performance. That's me. That's something I can't tell you. That's me. I mean, I think she does fine. She's okay, you know. Anyways, let's go on back to we were supposed to do the transits of the day, so we fucked up. Sorry. All right, so let's talk about the weekly before we get distracted by the other things. Okay, so let's get back to that because we was on some learning shit. Let's do that. Hang on. Let's pause that.